Remember to forget. Remember to forget. To remember is a very high level, that's Chokmah. But to forget is an even higher level, that's Keter. So one must use memory in order to forget. And when you want to remember something, use that to go even higher, to forget about it. This is the same concept between yesh and ayin, between something and nothing. Yesh is down here. Ain is up in Keter. To become nothing. The same thing with a person. The whole idea is to change the yesh into an ayin, into a nothing. So you can't have anything, if you're nothing, you don't feel anything. You don't get angry. You're not causing trouble. And that's the whole purpose. And this leads me to this point here, to remember to forget, because one of my pet peeves is remembering the Holocaust. And all these museums that have sprung up around the world. They've sprung up in places that have no Jewish population. I think Norway, Finland, Holocaust museums. Because they're stressing remembrance. And a high Jewish principle is to forget. One of the reasons we forget is that we're born again every day. Let's forget that we're born every moment. But we're born again every day. We don't want to carry baggage with us to tomorrow. You know, from yesterday. Or from today. We don't want to carry today into tomorrow. We want to drop it. You see? And start again fresh. Start again new. With the new spark of God that we receive after our 1/60th of death, of sleep, and then we wake up refreshed, a new person. So we don't want to carry the baggage of the past into the present, so to speak. This is my objection to the institution and the institutionalized structure that's been formed around the Holocaust. I include in this the 9/11 Museum here in New York. I include all aspects of memory. Drop it. And this is a very high point for me. And I will extend this because the whole secret is to drop the idea of the self. You see? If you have no self, then you gain the self. The true self is the ain, the ayin. So it's ayin, the yesh. That's the whole secret. And there's some great beauties here of what this means emotionally, psychologically, psychosexually, everything. Because when you give up the idea of the self, you can't be attacked, you see. And quite frankly, you can do anything if you don't have some sort of continuum. There's a Zen story of two Zen priests walking down the road. And they come to a stream, a river. And there's a woman on the one bank and she can't get across to the other side. And so the Zen priest says, "Oh, let me carry you across." So he puts her on his shoulders and he walks across with his other friend up to the neck in water, you know, the woman's above. And he puts her down and they walk on. And they walk on kind of silently. After about a half hour, the Zen priest says to the one who carried over the woman, "You know, I don't understand how you did that back there at the river." He said, "We are sworn never to touch a woman. And here you are, you carried a woman on your shoulders across the river." And the one who carried him over said, "Oh, you mean that one at the river there? Oh, well, I put her down on the other side of the river. You seem to still be carrying her a half hour later." And that's the real secret. You can do anything if it's spontaneous, if it's natural, if you come across it in your daily life, and you do it, and then you put it down. But if you carry it and reflect on it, and want to know if that was part of a law, or this was part of this, you're going to have problems. Or if you're going to institutionalize saving, remembrances, building edifices to the past, using, like they did in the Holocaust, and they still do in the Holocaust thing, people's weaknesses to make an institutional living off of. And then how does the individual break out of that? They don't. So these two words have led to a long video. Remember to forget. That to forget is higher. Bittul is higher than yesh. Remember to forget.